self-esteem was one thing you said you wanted to talk about. How would you rate your self-esteem? So like a 1 would be like you think you have low self-esteem, and then a 10 would be like, oh no, I'm pretty like confident. I know my capabilities as a person and who I am.
I'll say my shit is like, I'll call him 8.
That's good.
Call him 8.
Well, how about before therapy?
Before therapy, I go 4.
I mean, obviously the change is from therapy, but like, what do you think led to you going from a 4 to 8? Because you literally doubled the number.
Yeah. I feel like it was just, I like how you said like earlier, like you said I had the confidence, but I feel like my confidence wasn't really there. I just like, I pump faked that. Like I faked it most of the time. So,
But I think to a degree though, like I think we all have a misunderstanding of the word confident. Because like, at least in the black community, I think that's the shit. Because like when some people are like have confidence, it's like we always say like you have an ego or you think you're the shit or you think you pump faking. But I think like to a degree, like with confidence, like there is some false energy to it. Like there is a little bit of like, I don't know, but like fuck it, I'm gonna just do it, right? Like and I always felt like you had that in high school. Like also, like I said, like we definitely weren't helpful. Like our group was pretty brutal to each other. And I've definitely like self-reflected, and I want to apologize for anything like if I ever like led to your confidence.
Nah, that shit boosted my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
But I'm like, cause I'm thinking back as a kid, I'm like, yo, we used to say wow shit to each other.
Nah, we used to
like,
go crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
We used to go crazy. And I realized like, oh, like the most confident people in our group would talk the most shit, and then like again, I'm not to violate, but like Josh, like we would violate Josh, and his confidence wasn't that high. But now that Josh is older, like his confidence is way higher.
Nah, that nigga confidence up.
Yeah.
That nigga shit to the moon, if you ask me.
Yeah, but I'm like obviously I'm glad he had that growth, but it was like, damn, like I wish when we were younger we was able to realize like, okay, like not only like we shouldn't be bullying our friends or bullying anybody in general, but like we definitely should have been like pushing or motivating his confidence rather than like shitting on it. And I think the same with you. Like I know like me and Evan, I feel like we were probably the most confident in our group, and like we would like make jokes and shit. But I don't think we realized like, oh shit, like everyone's confidence isn't the same as ours. So we were just like saying whatever, and I don't know, like.
Nah, y'all niggas had some funny ass jokes though. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all niggas had me on some days. I'm like, damn, nigga, really?
Yeah, we used to cook each other. It was
I was like, damn, really?
Fried me. Y'all all fried me at some point of high school. Like,
I was like, damn, you fucked up that one time talking shit that you airballed that layup.
Yeah. That was a confidence killer. It went from being like, oh yeah, I think I'm the man, I'm cool, and then I'm airballed that layup. Everybody in the booth
that shit was
nuts, and not for a good reason. I was like,
damn, dude.
I heard that shit for like I ain't gonna lie, like 4 years.
Then even after high school, niggas was still on that.
4 years. Yeah, that happened senior year of high school, and it still went on for 4 years. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
What are 3 things about yourself that you're proud of?
You proud of? My work ethic. Damn.
It's funny. So like the other couple questions I asked before, like, you know, how do you or what 3 words you use about yourself, and even this question, like the reason why I asked it because I feel like a lot of us don't think about these things. Like,
I don't.
I was going through these questions and I got stuck on this question. I was like, what am I proud of about myself? Like I don't know. I can go if you like want to have some time.
Yeah, go ahead.
So while I was like today, I was literally like trying to figure it out. I had to write in my notes and everything. I was like, I have no fucking idea. I had wrote my dedication is definitely one thing. Confidence in my growth. I think when it comes to this YouTube shit, like I definitely became like super dedicated to all of this, and there's definitely been times where I doubted myself and it was like, nah, maybe I shouldn't do this no more or whatever. But like I don't know, like, I just had like this other voice in my head that's like, nah, like keep going. Or like people like you and like just other people I know like on Instagram would be like, nah, bro, like keep going, like I fuck with it. Like,
yeah, you're mad consistent.
Yeah, so
a lot of these people when you start out, you be like, oh, I'll post a video here and then they won't post another video for like another month.
No cap. this is a little fucked up, but that's like low key motivation. Like anytime like people will be like, yo, I want to start a podcast, I want to start a YouTube channel, and I see them do like one video and they don't do it again, and I'm like, I got to like 10 those.
Yeah,
Fuck
so
but like, it keep me like shit like that keeps me going. Like people like obviously being supportive of the stuff that I do definitely keeps me going. I would say my confidence. I feel like I always kind of been confident and didn't like really realize what confidence meant until I got older. But I'm like, oh yeah, I always had like this level of belief in myself that like still to this day don't know where it comes from, but like I still have it. And then like growth, like obviously I had times where like I didn't have as much confidence or like I wasn't as dedicated as I wanted to be. But like in these, I would say in the last 5 years, I definitely like put in a lot of work to like grow on those things. So like even though I have confidence, I'm like, nah, but I could be more confident. Even though I am dedicated to stuff, like, nah, I should be more dedicated. So I'm always like trying to improve or grow in some type of way.
Or I see that. So I feel like so I can say my work ethic, my confidence, and just being very independent. Because like I used to like when my mom was here, I used to lean on her for a lot of things. Like, oh, I need help with this, I need help with that. Like,
which is not wrong.
Yeah, it's
like,
not
your mom. Like that's the person.
She always gonna be there, but like it's at a point like, bro, you gotta be a man, bro. Can't just be mommy's boy. And then when she moved, and then like
that first reality hit,
bro. When she moved in that first month, she wasn't there. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, damn, I really gotta do this shit by myself. And I really got, bro, I started cooking, like, my girl be cooking. I'm like, bro.
Yeah. You came home from work and was like, damn, there's no food right.
I was like, damn, like, bro, there was nothing in the fridge, no groceries. I was like, damn, bro.
I really gotta grocery shopping recently. My mom, like, she'll, like, go away for the weekend, whatever. And I'll be like, damn, there's no milk. And I'll be like, damn, I gotta buy it.
Like, damn, I really got locked in. I was like, bro. That's how I noticed. I was like, bro, I really have to lock in. I had to go grocery shopping by myself. I'm like, damn. My mom usually pick up.
I fucking love grocery shopping.
Nah, I do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We go.
There's like a supermarket by my crib.
I ain't gonna lie. If you get a chance, go to Trader Joe's, bro.
Oh yeah, nah, I've heard.
Bro, them shits be on some low shit, and bro. One time we shopped
in bulk, right? You can buy like big
packages. Yeah. Bro, I went there.
What's one thing about yourself you want to improve on?
If I could improve on my height, I would improve on my height. Now
let's say non-physical. Well, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
If I could be like 6 foot,
boots, I guess.
Huh?
You wear boots.
Me with like 3-inch boots on, just walking around. What am I, Playboy Cardi? Nah. One thing I could improve on, I feel like just being more self-aware, like the shit I do. And not just like act out because a certain situation happens, or like I don't like perceive something in the right way. It's like I could be self-aware and then I could just like think something else, and then like that situation is just not what that situation is. And I just go off. I'm like, nah, I'm not hearing that. I'm not doing this, not doing that. I have a tendency of doing that, so I feel like I have to improve on that.
That's something in this last year I definitely been getting better at. I'm not gonna lie, being in a relationship or like talking to somebody or like being with a female or woman in general definitely helps. Yeah, I've gotten into a couple arguments and then I look back at the text messages like hours later and was like, damn, I was tripping.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro.
And then like, a woman will let you know, like, nigga, no, you're tweaking.
Yeah, like, bro,
this is wrong.
It's not even like that. I'm like, nah, I don't care. I'm not seeing it like that. I realize that a lot. I'm like, damn, I really be
crashing out.
I'm like, bro, I'll be ready to like. I'll be too in love sometimes. Like,
it's interesting you said self-aware because like I feel like that's one thing about yourself that you was always aware. I feel like you always knew who you were as a person. I felt like even like on like Instagram, like you would post like when you're down, like I've seen you post like sad shit, and I'm like, there was a time where I was like, oh man, like I don't know why he doing that. Like everybody and their mom seeing this, like, that must be weird as shit. But I'm now that I've been through some shit and like I've been a person that posted shit like that, or just even like understood like where those like Instagram accounts come from. It's like, oh yeah, like you posting about like how you're feeling depressed or feeling sad or how you're going through a tough time is like that's actually good. Like that's you being aware of like how you're feeling and putting it out there. Like it's you being vulnerable. So I'm like, honestly, I always felt like you had some self-awareness, but I think that's great that you want to improve on it.
Yeah, I express myself certain shit through music. If you listen to my
Facts.
music,
He's a Rod Wave big fan.
yo, I'm gonna meet Rod Wave one day. Word. Stamp it right now. What today is? The 9th, 8th,
Yeah,
10th?
the 10th?
10th?
August 11th.
August
actually.
11th. I'm gonna meet Rod Wave. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna
like,
do some crazy shit. I'm gonna meet Rod Wave. Don't worry about it.
Bro, I remember when we were in high school, we went to go hoop one time, and you had put on a playlist, and then like I went to go change the song, and you was like, "Oh yeah, like unlock my phone," and using your bag playlist. And in the moment, I killed you for it. 'Cause I was like, first of all, why do you have a bag playlist?
But when you play ball, bro, I'm telling you that shit be hitting.
But it was also the fact that we were playing basketball. I'm like, this is just not the energy we should be having.
Nah, that put me in the mood to kill niggas on the court when I'm in my bag, bro. I ain't gonna-
But I'm like, that's another like not only a level of self-awareness, but it's like you expressing yourself through music, and I'm like, that's actually like a really genius thing to do. Like, cause again, like I'm someone that like I don't have a playlist. There's definitely some songs I listen
I'm telling
to
you,
when
make a
I'm feeling
playlist, you gonna
bad.
start realizing shit. This should be hitting home.
But I'm like, yeah, like again, it goes back to the thing of like me saying you're self-aware, because I'm like, oh, like you knew, like, oh, when I'm in a downtime or like when I'm feeling sad or whatever, I'm gonna have a collection of music I'm gonna listen to, express my feelings through this music, relate to the music, I'm assuming as well,
Yeah.
and there's like it's kind of like an outlet or like a way of like meditating in a
Exactly.
way. And I'm like, that's like really, really smart.
Yeah. If you need some music, I got music for breakups, bitches being like stupid.
A Boogie, that's an A
A
Boogie.
Boogie. Look,
playlist.
let me
I
give
know
you the
that.
top 5 artists to listen to on some downtime. A Boogie, Raw Wave,
Yep.
Future be hitting. Let
Nah, I
me
ain't
tell
gonna
you,
lie, he be cooking sometimes.
Future be
He
hitting.
be cooking.
Drake, if you want to be a little sassy,
I'm crying.
and then on some thug, you could put Dirk.
Yeah, I
Dirk
was
be
gonna
in
say
there.
Little Dirk. It's honestly though, like those 5 people, like they're kind of, I won't say therapy artists, but like they're definitely just expressing their feelings all the time. Like
Word.
I never really connected with Rod Wave or Little Dirk, but I've like talked to girls and stuff that listen to them, and like they'd be like, "Oh no, listen to this song," and I'd be like, "Damn, this nigga's really like
Bro, he be
talking about his life."
Bro, he be spitting, bro.
I'm like, he's really expressing himself. But I'm like, but it's not perceived that way. It's like because he's rapping or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm like, oh, this is like actually like helpful if you're someone that's dealing with these exact same situations. I'm like, that's kind of crazy to think about. I would say the one thing that I definitely want to be better at or better improve on is being vulnerable. That's why I was like asking you like what are the tools your therapist told you? Because like I'm very closed off. Like I mean, I try to be open. Like, and this is like part of the reason why I'm doing this podcast to like become more comfortable being open and being more vulnerable. But it's like that shit is hard, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like it's hard once you know where to start. Like when you find out why you were so closed off, and then you can figure out how to. Then it's easier to figure out how to like branch out, like be like, oh yeah, I used to be like this because of this situation, and then like you figure out the solution, and I feel like you could be more like, yeah, I'm that way because this happened.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, I did just want to ask my parents, like, when did I? Because, like, when I was younger, I was pretty, like, open, like, happy, like, super optimistic, like, had crazy amount of energy and shit.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I literally don't know when, but at some point, I became, like, independent, quiet, and, like, to myself, and, like, became, like, super introverted. And I, deadass, don't really know. I mean, like, there's a couple of things in life that could like pinpoint down like, okay, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, but like I literally don't know like when the change happened at all, and I'm sure my parents will be able to realize like, okay, no, like that this happened, and then you just close off. But yeah,
I figured my shit out when I went to therapy, and then I noticed how closed off and independent I was when I was. It started when I was 16, because that's when I first started. Don't clown me, nigga. All right, relax. That's when I first started working at Chucky.
Oh, okay.
And then I realized that's when I first got my first paycheck. Like I really worked for it. Like, so I'm like, damn, like, cause my mom couldn't help me with certain things. So I was like, bro, I had to get a job.
Yeah.
So I couldn't just be sitting on my. And then so I started working, and I've been working since I was 16, bro. Now I'm 25, bro.
9 years in the game.
9 years in the game. I see why. Like I never ask, bro. You could ask my family, you could ask friends, bro. I don't ask nobody for nothing, bro. I'm gonna
Facts.
figure it out by myself.
Facts.
I'm not asking nobody for nothing, bro. I'm gonna figure it out. And I feel like that's why I was so closed off and like not like going out and like helping like that's why I was like I'm gonna figure it out by myself. I'm gonna isolate myself. I'm gonna figure it out. Don't worry, I don't need nobody. I could do it. Like I've been doing this since I was 16, so I'm gonna figure it out.
Damn. You might have just helped me. Cause like I feel like that since I was a little kid where I was like my mom or my dad or anybody in my family, they would try to help me with something and I'd be like, no, like I got it, like I'm fine. I still don't know like when exactly I started doing that, but like since I was a little ass kid, I've always been like, no, like I'll figure it out, or I can do it by myself. Yeah. So I'm like, I guess either my parents allowed me to have some level of independence or like I was like interested in being independent. And I became way too obsessed with it, and to the point where like now I'm like completely.
It's now to the point like people come ask me for help. Like I don't even come to people. Like people come, oh, can you help me with this? Can you get $20? Like bro, I don't even come to people. They just come to me. I'm like, all right, bro.
Damn, bro. Damn, like that shit just like,
you feel me?
I'm really thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, like I deadass wanted to be independent since I was a little ass kid, and I guess I just committed to it. Are you satisfied with the person you've become? So like, you can even like do either post therapy or just like, you know, obviously you were a different person when you were a child, when you were in school, but are you satisfied or happy with the person you are as an adult?
Yeah, I feel like I learned a lot, and then I've grown from any situation I was put in, and I learned what not to do. And how to treat people with respect and everything. So I feel like I really developed a lot as a person and understanding my surroundings. And like you said, I'm more self-aware of certain things I do and how it could affect people around me or affect me as a person in general or affect my character. So I feel like, yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yeah, well, I was only gonna ask this. Was there ever a moment you weren't satisfied with yourself?
Yeah, it was a time when I just let any little shit like get to me or let me get sad because there was a point in time I just let anything bother me and I was just like shut down and just be sad and just low key cry about it. But like now, like when I see shit, it's just like it's not like I brush it off. It's just like I know how to attack it in a way I need to and not just let it.
You recognize it and then like you try to improve on it or like grow from it. Yeah, I definitely feel. I feel like that's what I always feel like. That's what your 20s is supposed to be. It's like we all realize all the shit that we were doing as a kid or who we were as a person when we were smaller, and then it's like, okay, like let's improve on those things. Do you think you've changed? Obviously, I'm sure you said you developed and everything, but like, do you think you're the same person you were when you were a little kid, or do you think you become a completely different person?
I came a completely different person. I got more cojones now, so I feel like people won't step over me how they like used to, like when I was in high school or like going through other shit like. When you come to me, you gotta come to correct nowadays.
That's good, man. I'm glad like you had that type of growth because like, and that's the thing that I realized, which like made me leave my last job. Like I realized, some people like deadass don't change. Like they're a certain person when they were in middle school, high school, whatever, and like they're totally okay with staying that person for the rest of their lives. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not valid, bro. Like, you gotta change, you gotta grow, you gotta develop, you gotta try to improve yourself to some level. Because like being complacent is not doing anything.
Just being staggered in one spot, like
no,
like it's times you're gonna get stuck, but like you can't just let yourself get stuck.
That's definitely natural, yeah. But like, yeah, like you definitely
can't
have
just
to
stay in
work
that one spot and let yourself be stuck. Bro.
Yeah, yeah. And again, like that's why I do this podcast because like let's say I do become complacent. Like I can always come back to the videos and be like, okay, but like you want to improve, like you always wanted to progress to some level to like follow through with that. And it's like having these conversations with you or just with people in general, like allows me to become more self-aware. I hope it allows other people to become self-aware as well, and like understand like progressing or growing, like, is definitely important in life, and we all should do it.
Exactly. And not just be stuck in a cycle of like,
Yeah.
oh, should I do this? Should I do that?
Or even just like living in the past. Like, obviously you can reflect on the past,
Yeah,
but
you can
like,
reflect on it, but like, it be
yeah,
people
don't
be like,
live in
yo,
it.
back in my day, I used to do this and do that, but are you doing it now? No, so why we even talk about it, bro?
Facts. Fucking facts.